I'd like to dedicate this book review session to my nieces and nephews. I went to the library and requested a whole bunch of books, and I feel like I should share these with everybody because they're so good. So the first book I want to review is called Where White Men Fear to Tread by Russell Means. And the reason that I requested this book was because I'd seen him on YouTube. My son introduced me to him, and he is a major patriot for Native American rights. He actually passed away, and so it makes me even cherish this work even more. This book, it's a very easy read. It's long, but I can't put it down. So I highly recommend this book. And I'm just going to read to you here. It says, one of the biggest, baddest, meanest, angriest, and most famous Indian activists of the late 20th century. That was a quote from the Washington Post. So Russell Means is his name, and Where White Men Fear to Tread. You have to read this book. Excellent, excellent book. The next book I wanted to share with you is this book, Route 66. So this covers all kinds of cool history on the Mother Road, a guide to the weird, wonderful, and obscure. And probably my favorite thing about this book is just that it has, well, I'll just show you. Secret Route 66. The Kentucky Club Exit Zero, the old swimming hole, the no-tell motel with a touch of class. Stuff that you wouldn't know, that you wouldn't regularly know. I had spent quite a bit of time on YouTube looking up all the Route 66 videos I could find just to see. And then when I actually went for the second time, because I've been twice, I was able to enjoy it even that much more. So I'm going to kind of go through a few of these pages with you. Here in the introduction, it says Route 66 started in 1926 and went to 1985. And it's kind of neat because I think when I went on Route 66, it was like 1984. And you can find bits and pieces of the old Route 66. The biggest span that's still there is in Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma. So here we have Exit Zero, and it shows you what is waitress Ella Jones wear, Texas Longhorn Cafe, cost free, noteworthy. Elia's mother Ada outlived her by 2 years. Elia's daughter Ruth, born in 26, still lives as of this writing. So here is the cafe. I have not been here, but I would love to. I'll show you. So they're showing you a check, and I'll read it. Amarillo National Bank, Ella, for $62.28. This canceled check was found by the authors in the deserted motel behind the cafe. So a lot of the places when you're going along the route, you can actually go. They're kind of open and you can kind of look around. When we went, we didn't have time to get out, but I want to go back again and kind of walk around and look at the different places. So the old swimming hole. So 5 Mile Park is a community swimming pool. We're 5 miles west of Tucumari, New Mexico. That's where this is. And the pool grounds now present a sad spectacle as they gradually give way to nature. The death of Billy Grayson. Billy Grayson was only 18 when her life ended at the hands of Courtney Orrell, an oil field worker and former sailor who discarded her body in the cemetery. So there's lots of, if you like mystery type things, lots of mysteries. There's even a thing in Miami, Oklahoma, where there's a light. It's called the mystery light. And there's a light that's out there. They don't know what it is. And if observers have gone and even videoed it, and this light comes towards you or away. So that's a fun place you can visit if you like mysterious things. What made this senseless crime so shocking was that Chandler, Oklahoma, seat of Lincoln County, is a Route 66 community of 3,000. Its residents are a hardy bunch rooted in traditional American values. Pickup trucks roll and parades are a regular occurrence. So it was in 1941 that a murder rocked the good citizens there to the core. Billy Grayson, 18, and Helen Grandstaff, 13, walked along Route 66 near Wellston at 11:30 p.m. on August 17th. Now, if you're more interested in this, there's some of more detailed information on YouTube. So you would just put the death of Billy Grayson, and you could even put Route 66 to get a little more specific. Born in Stroud, Billy Grayson was left with relatives to raise at age 6. In spite of being abandoned, she grew into a joyful young woman headed for a full life. Instead, a walk with a friend proved to be a death sentence. Billy was found in the next morning by a caretaker at Chandler's Oak Park. Murder on Route 66. What? The killing of Billy. Where, you might ask? Near Warwick, Oklahoma. The cost is none. And noteworthy is Helen Grandstaff, the unshakable young witness, joined the Army Air Corps at 17 later, had a large family, and lived to be 84. She was known for being feisty. So here you have a photo, you can see it pretty clearly, of Billy Grayson. She was only 18 when her life ended at the hands of Courtney Orrell. Here, 13 years old, Helen Grandstaff was abducted with her friend Billy Grayson, but escaped. Her steadfast testimony helped convict her killer, Courtney Orrell. The pit, or the thing that ate the highway. What? Quarantined roadbed. Where? On Joliet Road, between the connections of 55th Street and East Avenue. Cost? Just the aggravation of the detour. And a pro tip, even though the road here has not collapsed, it is perilous, so please respect the barricades and gates. The Vulcan Materials Company produces gravel, crushed rock, and sand for the construction industry. The massive McCook, Illinois quarry operates on both sides of the old highway, which is now trapped, sitting atop a thin wall between the pits, Roman Rich Danica. While in the area, a good bet for the road food is Del Ria's Chicken's Basket at 645 Joliet Road, in business on Route 66 since 1946. So another one, Red Rock on the Colorado. The Green Book, What Makes This Travel Guide. So what is it? It's a travel guide for African Americans. Where? Published by Victor Green in New York City. Cost is collector's price. And noteworthy, in the later editions of the Green Book, the types of establishments listed were reduced primarily to lodging, suggesting possible gains in the war discrimination. When it comes to the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Roots' storied past, the Green Book reminds us of a shameful time in our socio-cultural history. It's an elephant in the room that cannot and should not be ignored. What we can be proud of is that someone like Victor Green stepped up and provided a counterbalance that helped make travel a safer, more enjoyable experience for those so unjustly discriminated against for so many years. So another noteworthy thing that you might want to think about are the subways of Oklahoma. Many underground passages. Subways in Oklahoma, you skeptically ask, well, this isn't about the kind built for mass transportation or even the restaurant chain. What we're talking about are tunnels underneath boulevards that pedestrians once used to avoid getting flattened by high-velocity slugs of Detroit steel. So this is about 10 minutes long. I'm going to stop it, and then to be continued. Miners, Murder, and a Haunted Bordello. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a few.